This is not camping, it's glamping.
That's right. When you pull into a campground with this, you're definitely going to turn some heads. Hi friends, welcome to Austin Alley Adventures. Today we're in Bryan, Texas at TNS RV and Sport. They've been kind enough to let us give you a tour of this loaded Alliance Paradigm 395 DS, and the DS stands for dual suites.
That's right, we said dual suites, plus a loft. This gorgeous RV is a dream for any full-time RV family. Now, I will give you a tour for the inside.
And I'll give you a tour of everything on the outside. Plus, we'll go over every update Alliance has made for the 2026 models. So let's do this.
One of Dan and I's favorite thing to do is to look at floor plans of RVs, different RVs. Whether we're in the market or not, we just like looking at them and seeing how they're updated. So today we get to look at this beautiful Paradigm, and we're going to start in the kitchen. So ladies, I'm going to point out to you one of my favorite things about Alliance is that they do these deep sinks with the gooseneck spray and straight faucet. You've got a nice drying rack, solid surface countertops throughout the kitchen. So this may be a tiny space, but it makes the most out of what space you have. There is all kinds of storage for when you need brushes and things to wash the dishes. Storage up underneath, but don't fill this with your trash can. That's not necessary because they've come up with this ingenious trash receptacle right there. But then you don't lose your countertop space to do your prepping for your meal work. I love that. You have 4 burners on the gas top range, and they're not all exactly the same size because you don't always need a giant flame. Residential, Dan calls it turkey tested oven, so you can cook anything in there. I love it, love it, love it. Full size microwave, so you're not trying to, condense everything down. All your cabinets, and there's a ton of them, are soft closing. I love this cabinet, but not only is it real pretty with the glass here, but they've taken the time to make that 4 different compartments, and I just think about the amount of storage you can get out of that instead of just making it all one giant spot. Now, you might need a stool to get in there, but I think I'd rather have the storage. I said that hard, solid surface countertops throughout, as well as the backsplash, which makes it so much easier to clean. More cabinets here, drawers with utensils, a utensil area for this, and then they didn't even throw the rest of that space away. They've put this on a lever here, so you can go underneath and store more things. I did the same thing in my own trailer. 2 more drawers there, and then of course this is the thing that all the men need for all the controls. Coming over to the fridge area, full size residential sized fridge. You can keep everything in here. You won't have to do without anything. Plenty of storage there, and not 1 freezer drawer, but 2 freezer drawers with this nice little drawer here that I think allows you for pizzas and things like that. So lots of freezer space. Then you have strut assisted storage up here. They don't waste anything in these Alliance Paradigms. No space goes without use. And then this beautiful, large pantry. It's wide, it's deep. It's got full-size lights all the way through it, as well as electricity if you want to plug something in, like a sweeper. So that I'm just overwhelmed by the amount of space in here. Now we're going to go into the dining area where the table, girls, you're going to love this as well, and men too. It pulls out and you can switch it to this configuration if you need it. In our Alliance, we do that all the time. So we move these chairs, and that can become a footstool for the couch over here. So now we get to talk about the living area. Isn't this couch nice? And it's all electric powered. So both of these recline almost completely back. And you get to look at all these wonderful windows that Alliance has put in their living area. You have a day shade, and then you have a blackout shade for that as well. You will love that on hot hot sunny days. This is another sweet little love size couch, but it also folds out into a bed, so it gives you another space to sleep. Again, with the day shades and the blackout shades. Then you have your full smart TV. You have a sound bar, and you have a fireplace that will actually help warm this area in the wintertime if you camp during those times. So that's lovely, and it's great ambiance as well. Not to mention beautiful storage up here, strutted, so that when your arms are loaded and you're trying to put things in there, you don't have to try and figure out how you're going to hold that up while you put it in. Alliance has been listening to their customers because it didn't used to be that way. Then you come around here, and again, when I tell you that they use every nook and cranny of space, look at this underneath the small ladder. They've given you an area to store more linens or whatever you can think of to put in there. Games, if you like to play games. Then you go upstairs and you have a loft area that would be so much fun for children to play in. I can just see my grandbabies up there someday. Now in this paradigm, we get to see not one, but 2 suites in here. Come look at this. So you walk into this spacious room. You have a full true queen bed with lots of windows for plenty of natural light. You've got reading lights for day and night above the bed, which I love because I read a lot. You can completely black them out because they have side valances. So for nighttime sleeping, if you're like me and you like a dark room, you're going to have it in here. Of course, you have a place to put a drink. You have your 2 different types of chargers for your phones or whatever electronics you have. Plus, you also have electrical outlets on each side of the bed. Then you come over here and you have this, don't pull by the way, they slide, dual closet doors for your hanging, and then your drawers right here for storage. Like I said, all kinds of storage in here. Of course, you have your smart TV in the bedroom, which is great. You have a little hidey hole for whatever you choose to put in there. We use our jewelry and our watches. Drawers, of course, for here. So, and that's dual, so my word, you can take a lot of clothes with you. Then you come into your own private bath, again with solid surface countertops. You have lots of space in here. Look at that medicine cabinet. That goes on for days. You have 3 drawers on the side and then your cabinet underneath as well. Your porcelain foot flush toilet. A window, plenty of natural light. And then over here, in this shower, you could be 7 feet tall and still have plenty of room to take your shower. It's incredible, the headroom in here. So here we're coming into the front part of this paradigm, into our second suite, or you could say this would be the main suite. And look at this. Look at that. You've got a locking barn door right here to close it off from the hallway to give you privacy. Again, solid surface countertops. Storage here for your towels and whatnot. Again, your medicine cabinet, and storage underneath to put a trash can in your bathroom like we all need. And then you have a 1 insert shower with shelves built in, multifunction sprayer nozzle, more shelves, and a nice seat for women. We're going to love that, but it can also be pushed back out of the way to give you as much space in here as you could possibly need. Then we go into the bedroom, and what I love about this is if you're like me and you use the restroom a lot, I can close off this residential door. I can close off this barn door, and we have a private, well, I actually can do it. We have a private bedroom, but I can get in and out of the bathroom without making a lot of noise, so that would be nice. Again, we have the 2 reading lights. You have the side valances to black out the room. You have a king-size bed up here with the same charging and electrical outlets on the side and a place to put your drink if you need one. And then we have this dresser here with, again, the hidden storage up on top. 3 drawers. Now, the thing I love about the drawers with Alliance is that they are fully lacquered and sanded down. No more splinters in your fingers when you're going to get your clothes out of your drawers. It's a very nice feature. Now wait until you see this. You think it's a closet, and it is of sorts. But wow, washer and dryer looks pretty much full size to me. And not only that, Then we come over here and we have a cabinet, which being a woman, I would be like, that's where my laundry soaps and conditioners are going to go. So nice spot there. So if you haven't seen the 2026 newly designed Paradigms, look at this thing of beauty. This closet has solid surface countertops in it. Can you believe that? Has a place to store your shoes. It has all kinds of shelving. Of course, you can hang your clothes, and then you have even more drawers in here. I mean, you just have space forever. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you one more thing about the 2026 Paradigms and what they've added to them. And it's this. A ceiling fan. It makes it feel so much more residential in here, keeps the air stirring whether your air conditioners are going or not. I think that is a phenomenal feature to add.
Looking on the outside, this 395DS looks really sharp with all the raised graphics, with a one-piece painted fiberglass cap and Azdel-backed high-gloss exterior sidewalls. All Paradigms run with the CURT Helix pin box. This is a relatively new, innovative technology by CURT. It has a big coil spring in here with a shock absorber as well. This is going to reduce a lot of shock that transfers from the trailer over to your truck and vice versa, giving you a more smooth ride going down the road. If you like outdoor storage, this coach has you covered with 3 baggage doors. One is generator prepped. One is for your battery bank where you can do either lead acid or lithium batteries. Up top is a nice big area to store some camp chairs, RV accessories, or tools. On the off-camp side of this mobile mansion, there's a lot going on. First thing I want to point out is the placement of this auto leveling box. It's all hydraulic 6-point leveling system, and it has the automatic hitch memory built into it. Another great feature is the split baggage doors. It gives you easy access to get into your wet bay and storage compartments without banging your head or having to crouch. In this area, you can find a few changes for the upcoming year. Besides having electronic valves for easy dumping of the tanks, the 2026 395DS will have a BlueTech water filtration system. This 10-inch stainless steel container will purify all your incoming water into the coach. Next, by popular demand, is the water manifold system. Now you'll have shutoff valves at every single plumbing location in one easy-to-access spot. A few other things worth mentioning is this coach is equipped with a 40K Girard furnace, as well as a 12-gallon propane electric water heater with all PEX plumbing. One thing I really love on the Paradigms is the touring coil suspension with dual shock absorbers on each corner. All of this sits on a drop frame wide body chassis with 8,000-pound axles. And lastly, we have Westlake 8-rated tires with balance beads on a 17.5-inch wheels. Some additional features you're going to find on the campsite is a water spray port right here next to the doors. So if you have a muddy pet, you can easily spray them off and your steps as well before you bring them back into the coach. And don't forget about the 3-way switches in the big pass-through area. 2 for the awnings and 1 for the slide out. You'll always have 3-way switches on the other side as well. Plus, all new for 2026, all coaches will have Starlink Prep. So what do you think about the new updates, such as the closet redesign or the water manifold system? Did Alliance nail it or did they fail it?
Can you see yourself in a 395DS? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
And we want to give a special shout out to TNS RV and Sport for allowing us to come out and video some of their RVs. If you're interested in today's featured floor plan, we'll leave contact information in the description below. Until next time, thanks for watching, everyone.